Viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel, Technical News Service. Hear what we have for you in today's news headline, May 11, 2023. 1 woman killed, 2 wounded in Clarendon gun attack. Clarendon man killed in suspected reprisal shooting. Clarendon police warn residents to be vigilant as robberies increase. Suspected robber shot and injured on Olympic Way. Also in the news, meat shop operator gunned down in Mount Salem. And a retired U.S. soldier reportedly leads officers to gun used in St. Mary killing. Stay tuned for details. Now the news in details. 1 woman killed, 2 wounded in Clarendon gun attack. A woman was shot and killed and 2 others injured on Wednesday afternoon after gunmen opened fire on a shop where people were playing a game of bingo. The deceased, 37-year-old Taro Fullerton, was among a group of friends at a shop in Bottom House Hall, Clarendon about 5:10 p.m. when they were approached by gunmen. The police reported that the victims were engrossed in the game, when a silver Axio motor car drove up and one man alighted from the vehicle with a gun. He then opened gunfire, hitting all 3 victims before escaping in the vehicle. It was subsequently discovered that Fullerton received multiple gunshot wounds to her upper body. The other 2 women received gunshot wounds to their hands and feet. They were taken to the hospital, where Fullerton succumbed to her injuries, while the others received treatment. Investigations have so far revealed that Fullerton was the intended target of the attack. The police say they are following strong leads, adding that a breakthrough in this case is expected soon. Clarendon man killed in suspected reprisal shooting. A man was shot and killed in what the Clarendon police are theorizing is a reprisal for another shooting 6 months ago. About 11:26 p.m. on Wednesday, 32-year-old Norman Bingham, also known as Benson or Dangles, was shot and killed by unknown assailants at Board Villa, Portland Cottage in Clarendon. According to the police, loud explosions were heard by residents who summoned the lawmen. On their arrival, Bingham was found in bushes with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to his right foot and upper body. He was taken to the May Penn Hospital where he was pronounced dead while undergoing treatment. The police report further stated that the deceased was killed in reprisal for the November shooting of a resident of Rocky Settlement in Clarendon. It is believed that Bingham was the perpetrator of that incident. Bingham was no stranger to the cops as he was targeted on several operations regarding illegal firearms and ammunition, but he managed to elude the lawmen. Clarendon police warn residents to be vigilant as robberies increase. The Clarendon police are warning citizens to be cautious as incidents of robberies seem to be on the rise in the parish. This warning comes on the heels of at least 3 incidents of robbery with aggravation on Wednesday. In the latest incident, a delivery truck driver was robbed of valuables in Denby Kraal, Phase 2, Clarendon, sometime after 11 p.m. Reports are that the complainant was driving a white 2006 Isuzu forward motor truck transporting building materials to a property in Denby Kraal, Phase 2, when upon reaching the location and in the process of unloading the truck, 2 men armed with handguns approached the truck. The man who hired the complainant took him to the back of the house and tied him up using his shoelace and proceeded to rob him of a black Samsung A21 cell phone valued about $30,000 and $26,000 in cash along with the vehicle. The robbers then left in the motor truck. The police said that in a separate incident the culprits tied up 2 other people but they managed to escape. Investigations are ongoing. Suspected robber shot and injured on Olympic Way. A suspected robber was shot and injured by the police in the vicinity of DuPont Primary School on Olympic Way in Kingston on Thursday morning. Reports are that 2 men tried to rob a wholesale when they were challenged by a police officer in the vicinity. The men then allegedly fired at the police, who returned fire, hitting one of the robbers. The other escaped. A firearm was recovered in the process. The St. Andrew South police are investigating. Continuing the news. Meat shop operator gunned down in Mount Salem. Despite being declared a zone of special operations since 2017, and under curfew between Monday and Wednesday, Mount Salem in St. James continues to be plagued by gunmen intent on wreaking death and destruction. Yesterday, they snuffed out the life of a popular meat shop operator, 45-year-old Clive Lawson. Reports are that about 4:45 p.m., Lawson, who operated Lawson's Meat Mart along Mount Salem Main Road, was standing outside his shop when two men armed with handguns walked up to him and opened fire, killing him on the spot. The gunman then ran from the scene and escaped in a waiting motor car. The police were summoned, and upon arrival the scene was processed and Lawson's body was removed to the morgue for post-mortem. Lawson's murder came after two men from Crawford Street were gunned down on Monday. They have been identified as Gavin Mills, 35, and Bo Downer, 24. Residents told that they believe Lawson's killing was a reprisal attack. Residents said that Lawson was one of the best community members, who was kind, loving, always ready to help others, and like a brother and father to many youngsters. Retired U.S. soldier reportedly leads officers to gun used in St. Mary killing. A retired U.S. Army officer currently before the courts for killing a man in front of his wife last October, on Wednesday reportedly led police to the weapon he allegedly used to commit the crime. Emily Tracy, who was said to be in a love triangle with the now-deceased man's wife, reportedly carried lawmen to the weapon in Itaberale district in Anato Bay, St. Mary. Tracy, 45, who reportedly has residences in Florida, St. Mary and St. Anne, was charged with the murder of Craig Sr., formerly from Woodstock Heights in Hart Hill, Portland. Information is that Tracy on Wednesday morning informed police that he wished to hand over the firearm that was involved in Sr.'s killing. It is understood that police took Tracy from the Buff Bay lockups, and he led them to Itaberale district. He directed the officers to a particular banana tree root where the firearm was retrieved. Police sources said the gun, which was wrapped in a black Aeropostale merino, was a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm cartridges and a 9mm empty casing locked in the breech. It is further understood that the firearm was found at the same location where the car that Tracy drove from the scene of the murder was abandoned. Police had reported that around 1:50 p.m. on October 9 last year, Sr., his wife and daughter were at home when Tracy drove up and called out the wife. It was reported that she went outside to the retired soldier, and they got into an argument. The husband intervened and was shot. Tracy drove away from the scene, and Sr. was later pronounced dead at hospital. The accused was later arrested in St. Mary and charged with murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. That's the end for today's news. Please remember to drop a like, share, comment, also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to continue getting news update.